What's happening, my good people? It is your boy PKG Deluxe back with another vid on how I did. You already know what it is. And today, I just wanted to talk about a job that I did that was pretty intense. Not because of the complexities of the job, but mostly because of the temperatures outside that we had to deal with in the elements. So yesterday I was doing another security system install, and this one was not like the Simply Safe. Usually you have like either a plug or something that you could use to mount it up there, but no, these were a wire-free edition version. So I want to say that these were called Angler, something like that, Angler, something like that, or Alder, one of the three names. But either way, it was a security system that I was installing. And had I predicted what should have been done earlier, maybe I could have made this a little bit less challenging. But these were these were cameras and security equipment that required a lot of additional things. Not to the point where it took the technician to do them, but more or less it took the client to do whatever the services were. So I go into the home, the client initially has his camera, and we're sitting here looking and wondering exactly how this is going to operate. In the midst of doing all this, I also read the books that it comes with so that I can get some good information, great direction on where I need to go and what I need to do, and do it all at one time. Looking into these settings for it, it was a personal mounted system that you could view from all sides, and the cameras that you wanted to watch were viewed from the phone, so it required a good strength of Wi-Fi. So there was a lot of things that needed to be set up. So we put all the security systems up, or security sensors on the windows like you do on a Simply Safe, and on the doors like you do on a Simply Safe as well. Those were a whole lot easier to do. Then we go outside to mount the wire-free camera, the wire-free wireless camera, you know, that cool part. And it wasn't so much that the part was hard to put up. It was more or less, this was a job I feel as though if it were me, it probably would have needed to be two people. I just did it as if it were by myself, but this one, because of the length of the house. So when you go out to certain places, you never know exactly how high you may have to go, and sometimes people have tools and things that you can use upon their request. So let's say I didn't have a ladder and they wanted me to mount the camera. I would give them the best option I could at that point in time, and possibly have to retrieve a ladder at a later time. But if they did have one, that would help alleviate both problems. So it's not to say that you want to be unprepared, but you also want to make sure that you're understanding exactly what you are able to do and what you are not able to do. So because I did have a ladder, I was able to go to the top distance of the house. But because my ladder was not over 13 feet high, I was not able to go to the highest point of the house. So there was a difference in that, but at least we were able to get the camera mounted, because that was the ideal thing to do. Cool. So now we are in the point of mounting the camera. The biggest thing that was the hardest thing to go through and with was the elements. It was about, I want to say 90 something degrees outside, or at least it felt on Juneteenth. So it's definitely in June. It's hot. You know, the elements are hitting you and you're thinking like, man, like just a little bit of help, maybe something like that. But yeah, this is one of those jobs now where I would say if you do have someone that can come out there and help you out with an install, this will be required, because you don't want to be in those elements getting burnt up, trying to make your dollar, because it can work. But that'll be a job I recommend coming to or going to after 5 o'clock. Something along the lines of that, because of the intensity of the heat. So that was my little nugget of information on what I've learned out of the ALDER system, excuse me. And I hope this can be shared and used along the way, because now that I know something about that, at least the wireless free mounting camera, you definitely want to make sure that you don't go out there by yourself and do this, because it's not going to be easy, all right? So I just say all that to say to give you some nuggets. I got a little bit more information to talk about today, so we're going to get it out, all right? PKG Deluxe is here. PKG Deluxe is out, baby.